I'm Coop with Het Tyrolia here today to introduce the all-new 25-26 Het Core tie collection. Now, you'll find another Het Core tie collection video on YouTube as well, and that runs through all the skis are black. Some people will call those the men's skis, and some people will call these white core tie skis the women's skis. We don't necessarily look at it that way. We've had a lot of men and women on both collections, and different skiers aspire to different white or black collections based upon some of the nuances and the changes we made from collection to collection. The ski, whether it's the white or the black, is all new in just about every way other than the skis still carry graphene through the tip and the tail. But let's talk about the construction of the ski and what differs from the new collection from the older iterations of core skis. So our previous core skis, we used a wood core, a Karuba wood core, with a carbon chassis built around that wood core. We've moved away from the carbon, and these skis are a little bit heavier than the previous iterations, but with a lot of upgrades to the performance. So we feel that that trade from going to a slightly heavier ski but to a higher performance ski and a more versatile ski was well worth it. So with these skis, we're using a wood core on the white ski that is actually a poplar recycled PET stringer core. So it's different than the black skis. The black skis use a Karuba beach blend. We're using a poplar recycled PET core with the white skis. Now, recycled PET, what is that? PET is the recycled plastic used in most beverage plastics. So your water bottle, your soda bottle, that's where we get that recycled material. It's the most commonly recycled plastic, so we can use it easily in the wood core. And it adds a little bit of responsiveness, but also a little bit of subtleness to the core. So you get a different personality from these skis than you do from the black skis, and it's more up to you to find which personality suits you the best. We sandwich that poplar recycled PET core between two layers of Titanol. Now, a big misnomer with Titanol is that we're using titanium in the ski. That's not the case. Titanol is a brand name of an aluminum alloy that we use in skiing. So we sandwich that wood core with two layers of Titanol as opposed to the previous iteration of core skis with two layers of carbon. Alloy, aluminum alloy and carbon react differently under different pressures when you're skiing. And that aluminum alloy allows us to really balance the materials in the ski to a position that allows you to be more versatile on your skis, but also more centered and allow you the time to recover if you get back. The previous iteration of skis, the wood core had to be particularly stiff. We can soften up the wood core in these skis a little bit so that you can stay centered, but the ski is still as reactive, if not more reactive, out of the tail and has as much, if not more, torsional rigidity in the tip and tail of the ski, giving you that edge hold, that responsiveness that you're looking for. We blend that Titanol, those two layers of Titanol, also with a layer of flax, which you can see near my fingernail here that looks like the wood core underneath the layer of resin. That flax is a natural fiber that we put just underneath the top sheet and allows for even more dampening properties. So as you can see, the construction of the skis is quite a bit different than the previous iteration of core skis with the all-new core tie construction. When looking at the full line of the white collection, or the women's collection, as some people will say, we start with the Core 87 tie. This is a ski, as I mentioned before, all the wood cores are measured on the performance and where these skis are intended to be skied. So the Core 87, that has the stiffest wood core profile of all the skis. But remember, all of these skis are softer than the previous iteration. And with that Titanol combined with it, allows the ski to be more forgiving. It's more accessible from a turn shape standpoint with allowing that softer wood core, but you get more responsiveness out of the Titanol in the tail of the turn, as well as torsionally holding that edge through the carve. So this is a ski that uses the most amount of traditional camber, the least amount of rocker in the tip and tail, which can be notated by where the head logo and the core logo is placed on the tip and tail respectively. So you'll see the head logo higher here and coming down through the series of skis as you get into the wider skis. So this is a great ski for that skier that likes to spend at least 50% of their time on groomed terrain and then get out in the bumps or the trees. The ski at 87 is still narrow enough that it can be very agile if you're skiing in the bumps and the trees. So a great choice for that 87. The Core 93, this follows the best-selling women's core ski that we had in the line previously, and really ups the notch in performance quite a bit. With the flax, with the Titanol, keeping you in that centered position, allows you to really feel the side cut. We pulled the rocker down a little bit further into the ski, reworked the shape, so the ski has a tremendous amount of versatility, whether you're skiing in the East Coast or the West Coast. This ski can really seamlessly work between groomed terrain as well as off-piste, chopped up, cruddy terrain. When we look at the Core 99, this pairs up with the Core 100 tie in the black iteration. These skis went through a lot of changes, not only deeper rocker profiles, but we actually moved the contact points of the ski further forward so that when you roll the ski up on edge, you get a little bit more of an immediate reaction from the edge of the ski pulling you into the turn. This ski is really your SUV of the whole collection and gives you a tremendous feel whether you're on groomed terrain or in the chopped up crud, or even skiing a small amount of new powder. These skis have a tremendous level of versatility built into them. So the Core 99 tie is definitely a ski to check out for you. Then the 104 white ski is also dramatically more rocker than the previous iteration. This ski in a 170 is about a 15.5 meter turn radius, so it still has that aggressive feel when you're on groomed terrain. It still carves very well, but it'll give you that down the fall line feel when you're in the powder, and that rocker can really work for you and elevate you up into the top of the snow. Along with the graphene in the tip and the tail, the ski has a tremendous easy swing weight to it, so you can maneuver in the deeper snow and not get so fatigued. So really about encouraging more stamina and making you a better skier at the end of the day as opposed to just in the beginning of the day. And that's the Core 104. Now, as I mentioned, these skis have a much different feel to them than the black skis. The skis have a little bit of a smoother feel at the finish of the turn. They're not going to be quite as explosive as the black skis. They're a little bit more subtle in the way that they enter the turn. So once again, this is not necessarily the profile of a female skier versus a male skier. It's the difference in personality of a male skier sometimes with a female skier. Sometimes female skiers like that more aggressive pop out of the tail. Sometimes a male skier likes a smoother feel underfoot. So these skis can really mix and match depending on the skier that you are. So I urge you to get out on both the white collection and the black collection this year at your head authorized retailer and find out which ski pairs up best with your skiing personality.